there, everybody. This is Angie with I Feel the Rush here in Brillion, Wisconsin. So for those of you who haven't been here before, the mission of I Feel the Rush is to help you create home decor using things from your outdoor experiences, bringing them inside so that you can always relive those wonderful, amazing memories time and time again. So tonight we're doing something a little different, and again, I say this week after week, I'm so excited to try these different projects because they're things that I've been wanting to try, and I love to share them with you because you may take them and do something totally unique, but get a little inspiration from some of the projects that we're doing. So if you watch this video and you think, it doesn't really apply to me, think outside the box. Some experience that you've had or some things you have laying around the house that you might be able to do something similar with, and share the pictures in the comments below or make suggestions on other projects that you'd like to see. I'm out here on the porch because I'm just enjoying the warm weather, because here in Wisco it's not going to be too long, and although I'm really looking forward to the hunting season, I'm not ready to let go of the warm weather yet. So let's get right to it. So what I'm working with tonight is bear fur, and again, please don't turn it off just because I said bear fur. Turkey feathers, deer hides, wolf, coyotes, any sort of fur. And for those of you who don't hunt or don't want real fur, you can do this with faux fur. Go to Hobby Lobby, get yourself some faux fur, and you can do a project just like this. So I'm feeling a little nostalgic tonight because I'm working with bear fur from a bear that my son Parker harvested last year in Canada. So my husband dabbles a little in taxidermy and decided to mount Parker's bear himself, and was very successful. It turned out fantastic. Again, just a little dabbling around on our own bears here. But what we have here is some leftover bear fur covered hide from the mounting process. And I hate to throw things away, especially things like this, because I was there when this bear was harvested. This was an amazing 11 seconds of my life. Thinking back to it, I just can't believe that I was that close to a bear. It was amazing. So here we have just a little section that he cut off, and he just had laying on the ground. He was going to throw it away, and I was like, no, don't throw it away. So I searched Pinterest like I always do. For those of you who don't know where I come up with my ideas, most of them are genuinely unique ideas, but I look on Pinterest for just some brainstorming suggestions. So here's what I came up with today. So materials, I'm going to go over that first. I've got chunks of bear hide. Now most would look at this and think, that's garbage. It's not, believe me. When you see what I've done with this, you're going to be amazed, and you're going to want to do something just like that. So bear fur, don't worry about the size, because what I'm going to show you can be adjusted to the size piece of hide that you have. So bear fur, I've got a little bit of paint. I've got some basically poster board. It can be the thick stuff, it can be the thin stuff, doesn't matter. Kind of depends on the size frame that you're going to be working with. So it'll all make sense when you see the finished product on the materials and how you're going to kind of pick and choose. What do you have laying around the house? First and foremost, we talk about this all the time. We're looking to keep costs down. We want to make it as inexpensive to do these projects as possible. So first, look around the house and see what you have when we talk about materials. Poster board. Then an old picture frame. Now I found an old picture frame that had this saying in it. Now I'm just not going to hang this up anymore. So I took the frame, I took this out of here. You can dispose of it if you like, hold on to it, whatever, but you're going to pitch this. Then what I've done is, depending on the type of fur you have, now in this case I have bear fur, I went on to Google and I searched bear silhouette. If you do this, you will see there are very, very simple silhouettes out there. And basically it will look, well, the one I chose looked something like this. So I took my glass from the frame that I selected. Now this is very dirty, but it doesn't matter. I took my glass and I matched it up to my board, and I cut one the same size so that this poster board would fit well inside the used frame that I'm going to be using. So again, the glass I'm actually getting rid of as well. So recycle it, be careful. Then what I did was I took my square piece of poster board and I drew a silhouette. Now again, Don't worry about not being an artist. That's not important here. What you're going to do is use pencil and stencil it, or print it off on a printer, cut that silhouette out, put it against the poster board and draw it. It's super simple. Then you're going to take a knife, a scissors. What I actually discovered was you can use this pen that we used, the burner, to actually very easily cut through and keep it nice and not jagged edgy. So you can use that. But basically I just use this little Fiskars knife right here like this. And I cut my bear out of my poster board. Now, again, don't be too worried about the little edges or anything like that, because when you see the finished product, you're not going to worry about those little edges, and you can always smooth them out. Sorry, motorcycles. We're on the porch. So you can always smooth out the edges, but you'll notice, it's a little knife. If you take your time, go nice and slow, then you can always go a little bit deeper to cut it all the way out. Okay, so a knife, you got your bear silhouette. I'm not using this guy either, so out he goes. Okay, here's the finished product, and then I'll walk you through how I actually put it together, but you will see it's very simple, and I'll tell you how simple it was, because I did it a half hour before this live. That's how simple it is. As you can tell, it's very warm here today. We got motorcycles coming by like crazy. Okay, so what we have here is the bear fur from Parker's bear that he harvested. Now this is just the leftover piece. We already used the actual bear hide on the mount. So this is just a little chunk that he was going to throw away. So the lighting is not really optimal for you to get the full effect here, but maybe you can see. This is truly the bear fur from his harvested bear. So again, I took that size poster board. It can be thin or thick. I put it inside the frame, and I'm going to show you the back side. Now this looks a little bit ugly, but you could definitely clean it up in many different ways. So here's how I actually attached the bear fur, because as you can imagine, what are you going to attach that fur side to the paper with? I really don't know. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, this method worked just fine too. I put the paper down on the table. I put my bear fur on top of it, and then I gradually cut the bear fur so that I could see a little bit of paper all the way around. For those of you just joining us, this is what we're talking about. This is your bear fur silhouette from an actual harvested bear. So again, the back side, I laid it down, I trimmed it down so that I used packing tape, and most people have packing tape, to lay this like this, and I went packing tape, packing tape, packing tape all the way across the whole entire thing, and then I went the opposite direction to help to hold it in place. I could have trimmed the hide back just a little bit more so that it would show a little bit more paper, but you basically get the idea. Now, it's taped in here. You could cover this with like some fabric or some sort of scrapbook paper if you didn't want to leave it like this, but you're not going to see that when you hang that up on the wall. So another thing that I wanted to explain was this was actually a brown frame. I used that black paint, and I just put a little black paint on it, and off you go. I have a little bit of touch up to do on it, but I just painted it before I joined you guys. So I had the first coat on there just so you could see what it would look like. The other thing was I left the glass off purposely. Thanks, Brian. Hope maybe you have some fur laying around. I would love to hear if you have some extra. Another suggestion I have, and Brian, while you're on, I wanted to show you, you can use other silhouettes. Like I mentioned earlier, go on to Google. Do you have coyote fur? Do you have buffalo hide? Do you have deer hide? I have little chunks of that all over the place. And if you don't have them, like I said, you can buy it. You can get some from a friend. You can buy fake. So there are no limits to this. And the only difference is you're going to print off a different silhouette. So if you have a deer hide, print off a deer silhouette and cut it out, and you can outline it on your paper. It's super simple. It's like one of the most simple things you can do. And what a fantastic gift this would make for yourself, for someone else. Get creative. I hate to even say it. I'm not even going to say the word. but it's in December on the 25th. Now's the time to be thinking about things like this and how easy it would be to do that so far in advance and be set for Christmas. It's coming. So, and let's not kid ourselves. Christmas is in hunting season. At least here it is. So now is the time that I'm thinking about these things because I'm thinking I'm going to be out in the woods. So it'd be nice to have my Christmas presents done. So again, this is just the bear. Super simple. Left. Oh, that would be fantastic. Do you want me to do one for the next live? That would be awesome. I might have to do that now. So keep an eye out. Come to the next live. Actually, the next 2 lives, I will be in Sweden. So sometime in August, I will do one with a coyote, Brian, just for you so that we can see it. So that's that. And again, I left the glass off because as you can see, I kind of put the glass on it to see what it would look like, but you could not see the texture of the fur through that glass. I'm kind of holding it up here. I completely love this. I saw a set something like this, not quite so big, and more like mass produced. A set of 4. They had a bear, a moose, a coyote, and a wolf or something like that. But a set of 4 with the 4 different hides, and I was completely in love with it. So this is going to be the first in a set of, I don't know how many. We'll see how many different furs I come up with around here and how many different kind of furs this coming hunting season brings us. So yeah, so that's it. Again, for those of you just joining us, this project literally took me probably 45 minutes. Super, super simple, and it'll be hanging on your wall. Do not throw away your scrap furs. If you know somebody who does, you know, take them from them, or you can purchase them from companies or online. You can really, it's just such an easy market for getting this type of stuff. Go to Amazon, go to Etsy, you can get things like this. So, so that's it. So if anybody has any questions, please drop them in the comments below. If you have any suggestions on things you'd like to see, Brian would like to see a coyote one. I'm loving that idea, so I'm definitely going to try that. Thank you for the suggestion. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, please join us again. We are here every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central, around that time. And always with just fun new projects on how you can make memory decor, how you can bring those experiences and memories to life, and how we can just have a community of people who share, you know, like-minded interests. And I'd love to hear from you guys. If you're in the Green Bay, Wisconsin area and you ever have an event that you'd be interested in having someone come and show different options for memory decor, just to give hunters and outdoorsmen and crafters ideas, I would love to help you. Please reach out. But until then, again, this is Angie Gade here at I Feel a Rush in Brillion, Wisconsin. And I can't wait to talk to you guys next week. Have a great day. Bye.